brother? What's up?
This is a groovy party, man.
Yeah,
I
brother,
can
like
dig
it.
it.
Right on.
Hey man, what's your name?
Mother, mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Yeah. Father, we don't need to escalate. You see, war is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Oh, picket lines and picket signs, don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see what's going on. What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Oh, what's going on? Right on.
Hey man, what's your name?
Right on. Right on.
Everything.
Mother, everybody thinks we're at home. Oh, but who are they to judge us? Simply cause our hair is long. Oh, you know we've got to find a way. Bring some understanding here today. Picket lines and picket signs, don't punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me so you can see what's going on. Yeah, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. I'll tell you what's going on. Right on, right on. Right on, baby. Right, right.
Take it home.
The Commission, Uncle Paulie, P. Diddy, Caesar Leo, De Janeiro, Charlie Baltimore, Iceberg Slim, the most shady, Frankie Baby. We here.
Do you know what beef is? Do you know what beef is? Ask yourself. Do you know what beef is?
Come on. Ha 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 ha. Check out this bizarre rapper style used by me. The B.I.G. I put my key, you put your key in. Money will be seeing. We'll reach the other ceiling. Check it. My life been cop. This rap Alfred Hitchcock drop top notch. Player hating gon' stop. This instant. Rappers too persistent. Quick to spit. Biggie name on shit. Make my name taste like when you speak it. See me in the street, your jewelry, you can keep it. That be our little secret. See me, B that is, I that is, G Wiz. Hopefully I'm just still in my biz. I hope they know and I'm the gutter. Pass, throw 'em over the bridge. That's how it is. My snitch is laid out. What? That beat, that this is played out. Y'all got the goal. All All I make is one phone call. All y'all disappear by tomorrow. All your guns is borrow. I don't feel sorrow. Actually, your man passed the egg to me. Now check this. What's beef? Beef is when you need to act to go to sleep. Beef is when your moms ain't safe up in the streets. Beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be in ICU. One more time, what's beef? Beef is when you make your enemies start your Jeep. Beef is when you roll no less than 30 deep. Beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be in ICU. Check it, I done smoked with the best of them, shot at the rest of them.
That's how you play Eagle football.
What is going on, Eagles Nation? Welcome back to the channel, man. This is a live where we have to address, talk about some things that the Philadelphia Eagles have going on internally. Obviously, it's all over social media. The Philadelphia Eagles are 11-2. And before we get into, what's going on, obviously, in-house between Jalen Hurts and his brother, A.J. Brown, because that's exactly who he is. I'm the youngest of two brothers, and, there's been some times where we didn't see eye to eye, but I think they know, hopefully they know, like, if life really got tough, that I would be there. And, I would say this, man, the one thing that I do like about the drama or whatever's going on with A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts is most teams, right, most teams that are 11-2, most teams that have gone on a 9-game winning streak, they're pretty comfortable, right? They're comfortable. They're relaxed. They don't have, a sense of urgency. And me personally, I don't feel that that's the Philadelphia Eagles, right? So when I think about the situation, I kind of see it from all angles. I see it from both sides. I see it from A.J. Brown's perspective. I see it from Jalen Hurts' perspective. As a fan, I think we have the best perspective because we can see it all. We see, and we'll get into it. Like, for me personally, I think Nick Sirianni has to take some onus and could be blamed in this situation. I think Kellen Moore, as an offensive coordinator, could take some blame. I think Jalen Hurts could take some blame. I think A.J. Brown certainly could take some blame with how he handled it. Brandon Graham, Walter Payton Man of the Year, right? I think as a whole, as a fan base, I would throw us as fans, right? Because we have contributed to this culture where, we want to win so bad that sometimes we mishandle things, or sometimes we blow things up that's not really that big of a deal. So I don't even know where I want to start with this situation. Let's start with Brandon Graham. I thought this was really, it was tough, man, because, BG has been a leader for the Eagles for over 15 years. I've never experienced BG on the wrong side of a situation. He's always been super positive, always, been solution-based, trying to figure out the problem. I've never seen Brandon Graham really add to a problem, right? This is the first time in his career, right? And it's funny because this is probably his last year. And I can understand, his perspective too. Like he mentioned, like, he wants to win so bad that he's just trying to get it fixed. He's just trying to handle it man to man and get whatever issues A.J. Brown has, whatever issues Jalen Hurts has, and get it figured out. So I get that. But one thing I will say is, and I talked about this, I noticed it, I think week 1. I think the Philadelphia Eagles media, I think we have the worst media department in all of football. Like, the absolute worst. When you think about being a part of, the media, I think of a group of writers, professional writers that is trying to put narratives into the football world that helps their football team win football games and overcome challenges and look at football out of a different lens, outside of just playing the game, right? And I think I said this, and I've been saying it for a very long time. I believe that Jeff Lurie, even in this situation, I think we have to hold Jeff Lurie accountable, right? Because if you're an owner of a team, you Jeff Lurie, it's not like the NFL, dictates or tells Jeff Lurie who can and who can't be a beat writer for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm sure, hey man, I'm paying $1 billion for this team, right? Like, I'm the owner. I have say on who can be or get close to my players, right? And so I think Jeff Lurie has failed the Philadelphia Eagles from that perspective, because it seems like to me that these beat writers, they never have anything positive to say. It's always stirring up confusion. Even when, they asked, who was it? Was it A.J. Brown or Jalen Hurts? I think they asked Jalen Hurts a question earlier in the week, and they said, Jalen, does it upset you that you're only, averaging, 25 passing attempts a game? And Jalen is like, no, because we're winning. Why would I get upset about that, right? And the beat writer was like, well, your stats are not, you don't have great stats. And Jalen Hurts is like, yeah, but we're winning. And so to me, it's like, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, these beat writers are not helping this team get better. For me personally, if I was a writer, if Jalen Hurts was struggling in the game, and let's say early on in the season when Jalen Hurts, kind of was struggling with the turnovers and interceptions, as a writer for the Eagles, it would bring me more joy, and I would feel more interconnected with this team if I was able to write something that Jalen Hurts read that ultimately changed the trajectory of his turnovers. If I can write something positive that changes the direction of a player in a positive way for the team, why would you not want to do that? And so for me, I think Jeff Lurie absolutely has to take responsibility for allowing this kind of toxic culture in Philadelphia, because that's exactly what it is. It starts from the writers, right? Obviously, the fans, we pressure the team enough just with our standard and how we know this team can produce, right? And so the writers, they get so close to these players, and it's just like negativity, right? So I think Jeff Lurie absolutely has to take responsibility for that. I don't know where Howie Roseman. Well, I will say, yeah, it goes top to bottom. Jeff Lurie has to take responsibility. I think Howie Roseman, he has to take responsibility because he was a part of bringing in Nick Sirianni, right? He was a part of bringing in Nick Sirianni. And honestly, I think Nick Sirianni has to take accountability, right? Well, we're going from top to bottom. We'll get to AJ and BG and all of those guys, but I'm just saying, ultimately, when I thought about this, I had to really, really break it down, like really, really break this down to the root cause of it. I say Nick Sirianni has to take responsibility because the truth of the matter is the Philadelphia Eagles brought Nick Sirianni in as an offensive coordinator. When they first I'm not as an offensive coordinator, but he was a play caller while being a head coach. So he had both of those duties. Jeremy Smith said, nah, bro, let's go back to the same thing happened to the Reddick reporter. Asked, don't you think you're underpaid? Absolutely. They just ask crazy, ridiculous questions that don't move this team in a positive way. So yeah, bro, I definitely agree. Shout out to Jeremy Smith, man. Getting back to Howie. No. Getting back to Nick Sirianni. If Nick Sirianni did his job, if he did what the Eagles originally brought him in to do, you guys got to remember Nick Sirianni was an offensive coordinator under Frank Reich. So the Eagles hired Nick Sirianni with this idea like, hey, we're getting the next best, the next great football mind or the next big great football offensive guru, kind of like a Sean McVay. Nick Sirianni comes to Philadelphia and, he absolutely drops the ball, right? His offensive coordinators leave. He now has to be a head coach and do his job. He gets exposed. So A.J. Brown, all right, and we'll get into some film later with, a couple of plays that I can see why A.J. Brown is upset. A.J. Brown really doesn't complain if he has a competent offensive coordinator and head coach. So this problem really didn't start this year. This has been something that has been brewing. And ultimately, here's what I think the issue is. I think the issue is the Philadelphia Eagles have more talent than they do coaching. The Eagles, they just don't have a great coaching staff. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think the Eagles have a coaching staff that can take the talent to the next level. It's always the Philadelphia Eagles talent that we have on the roster has to upgrade or elevate the coaching staff. The talent makes the coaching staff look better than what it really is. Because Nick Sirianni had the opportunity, he dropped it, and he had a talented roster. Kellen Moore, I'm going to be honest. To me, Kellen Moore, he has to step up. I could put some blame on Kellen Moore because I'm looking at this offense and I'm saying to myself, what the heck is going on? I'll show you guys a quick play here, right? This was Kenny Gainwell in the backfield. It was a second and third down, right? You have Kenny Gainwell can't block. So right there, I don't understand why we keep him in the game on pass, I think like third and longs because he can't block. But if we look at this play, the play design, it just doesn't make sense. Give me 1 second. I get my little thing. All right. We're going to get into it. If we look at the play design, right, I got Landon Dickerson coming around. Landon should have really got 47, but he doesn't get him. You got Kenny Gainwell. I don't know if they're trying to set up a screen. I don't know what Landon Dickerson is doing. I mean, this is where are your eyes, brother? So right here, right, Jalen, it's a sack, right? And I think that's a second down, right? And I think this play right here is Saquon Barkley, and this is where I got to hold Kellen Moore responsible. This is the very next play. Saquon Barkley's in the backfield, right? And this is the play we get, right? Barkley they're trying to set up a screen, right? So Kellen Moore, I don't understand it. So you run two back-to-back plays where the running back is being dumped off to the left. They already know what's coming. Here's Kenny Gainwell going to the left. They didn't cover it. They didn't pick up the blitz. then the very next play, attack the opposite side of the defensive line. I don't get it. Dirty South 273 says, we are being unfair to Hurts. If we don't let Nick go, Kellen will leave to become a head coach, and Hurts will have to learn a new offense for a 5th year. That's why he's hesitant to throw 5 years, 5 systems. Yeah. Listen, this is a situation where I think everybody, it's not just one person, everybody has to take accountability, right? Jalen Hurts has to play better. I have film. You know what? Since we're already talking about it, let's pull it up. This right here, and this is just one play. I'm not showing everything because we'll be here all night. But here's a situation where I think Jalen Hurts has to play better. Now, this is a play where you can say, you know what, A.J. Brown, I understand your frustration. And the reason why A.J. Brown is frustrated is because you guys got to understand the Philadelphia Eagles, they've built a new formula. The formula is Jalen Hurts doesn't throw over 25 times, feed the ball to Saquon Barkley at least 26 times, right? And to bet on your big play making ability. So if you're A.J. Brown, you're only getting limited reps per game, 25 passing attempts a game. You still got Devontae Smith. You still got Saquon Barkley's getting the ball more out of the backfield. Dallas Goedert, Kenny Gainwell's getting the ball. Jalen is still running, right? So A.J. Brown understands that he has to make the most of his targets because of how the offense is built. So no, this is not all on Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts does have to eat a piece of this pie. Because here's a play right here. You say, oh, we're not being fair to Jalen Hurts. I say Jalen Hurts is not being fair to A.J. Brown. Here you got trips right, and let's just let it roll. Jahan Dotson in motion, right? All right. Clean pocket. Clean pocket. That's a clean pocket, right? Now here's A.J. Brown. He's going on a post out route. Like a 15-yard out route, right? Right now, Jalen has a clean pocket. A clean pocket. This is clean. It doesn't get more cleaner than this. It doesn't get more cleaner than this, right? He ultimately goes to Dotson, and I understand because he's right there in the flat. And I'm not mad at the decision because it wasn't a negative play, but I'm saying, listen, man, you have time in the pocket. If you let things develop, because you see J.C. Horn, right? Then he comes back because J.C. Horn sees this guy here. Jalen Hurts is sitting in the pocket, right? That's still, to me, if you step up, that's still a very clean pocket, right? That's a very clean pocket. I'm saying A.J. Brown is running wide open. J.C. Horn has committed. He's already said, you know what? Forget A.J. I'm going to go get, I think that's Devontae Smith. Jalen Hurts, I think he can make this pass. He's made plenty of passes where he dumped the ball over a defender's head and fit the ball in. Nobody's near A.J. Brown. Nobody is near A.J. Brown. So, yes, I can understand A.J. Brown's frustration because he's saying, bro, I don't get that many targets anyway. And I'll say this. I don't think it's about targets. I think this situation between A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts, to me, I don't think this is about targets. This is not a A.J. Brown as being a diva. Me personally, I don't feel that way. I think A.J. Brown understands, hey, if we want to go to where we're trying to go, Jalen, we need you to play better. And I can't sit here and be a hypocrite and say, hey, you know what? Nah, Jalen Hurts, he's playing. No, he's not playing well. Jalen Hurts has been holding on to the football far too long. So if I'm going to tell you guys that Jalen Hurts is holding on to the football too long, I guess I gotta agree with AJ Brown. And all AJ is saying, bro, is let her rip. You gotta understand, AJ Brown he's a superstar. AJ Brown is Saquon Barkley. What Saquon Barkley means to the Eagles in the backfield, AJ Brown means that to the Philadelphia Eagles in the wide receiver room. That's all I'm saying, man. Dirty South says Hurts played bad, real bad. This was his worst game of the year by far. But if this is his floor, 3 touchdowns, 0 turnovers, not many teams can say that. Absolutely. Like, for me, Jalen, again, I wouldn't want anybody else as my quarterback, because when you talk about what he's able to do on the football field, his leadership, the whole package, give me Jalen Hurts. I don't want anybody. But what I'm saying is this is a situation where I said it a couple weeks ago. I made a video and I talked about, hey, man, we can't get so caught up in the Eagles winning that we just turn a blind eye to some of these things that's showing up on film. Whether that be Jalen Hurts, whether that be this defense, whether that be A.J. Brown, right? So listen, man, I think if Nick Sirianni did his job as a head coach, because, like, think about it. 1 second. Like, think about this, guys. Like, what can Nick Sirianni really say right now? If A.J. Brown is complaining about the passing game, what can Nick Sirianni say when the Eagles removed him from the passing game coordinator and play caller? Nick Sirianni, as a head coach, literally has nothing to stand on. You can't even enter the conversation. How can you go talk to A.J. Brown, say, A.J., man, I understand what's going on. I know how you feel. We're going to get the passing game going. A.J. probably's like, well, how can you get the passing game going if the Eagles removed you from play calling? And so that's why I said, man, this is a team failure. And we haven't failed because I think this is honestly a beautiful thing. I really do. I think this is beautiful because, like I said earlier, most teams, they are 11-2 and they're comfortable. Most teams are 11-2 and, they're just on a 9-game winning streak. They feeling like everything is everything, right? And what's so great about what's going on is the scrutiny is not even coming from the fans. It's not even coming from us. The noise is coming from within. That means there's a true standard that's being held, and that means there's accountability. That's all we're saying is public accountability. That's all this is. That's all this is. Jalen Hurts is A.J. Brown's children's godfather, man. They are locked in. They are locked in. So to me, it's unfortunate, but I think it was necessary. I think it's necessary that, like, who calls out Jalen Hurts? Right? Who better than your best friend? Right? If I want anybody to call out Jalen Hurts, I want it to be A.J. Brown. All right? Who better to call out Jalen Hurts than his best friend? If he can't respond to that, I don't know. Shizu Flex says, if QB1 don't hit them wide receivers running open, throwing with anticipation, throwing them dudes open, spreading it around, we're going home the first round. Never accept anything in the win you wouldn't in the loss. That's good, man. And what I love is, like, I think A.J. Brown just understand, bro. Like, you guys got to understand, A.J. Brown watched the Eagles get thrown out of the playoffs in the first round at home. And there was some passes in that game where Jalen wasn't the best. So this is not solely a Jalen Hurts has to get better, It's all on Jalen Hurts. He's not doing it. Jalen Hurts is playing good football. Like Jalen Hurts is playing good football. Make no mistake about it. But it's a situation where we got to figure it out, bro. We got to figure it out. We got to figure it out. Chris, what's up, bro? He says, how did we get here? I'll tell you how we got here, Chris. We got here because Philadelphia is a franchise, and us as fans, when we say excellence is our standard, when we say we're going to hold each other accountable, that's just what we mean, right? And I was saying, man, like, I think this is really beautiful because the noise isn't coming from the outside. Outside, as a fan, you're like, hey, man, the Eagles are 11-2. We're on the way to the playoffs. We can really make a run, right? But internally, inside that locker room, right, those guys are like, man, we got to fix it. We got to get this together. And like I said, to me, it starts from the top all the way down. It starts with Jeff Lurie, because Jeff Lurie, he has employed or allowed Eagles beat writers to come into this team to infiltrate this franchise, to start negative articles, to write these negative articles, to these Eagles, I'm telling you, the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm telling you, and I'm saying this as a fan, we have the worst, and I'm saying this as, I guess, a quote-unquote media personnel. We have the absolute worst media crew in all of football, in all sports, right? When you get a win on the football field, and then you got to talk to some reporter who knows nothing about football, and he's causing confusion, he's causing drama, why? Why? To me, that's Jeff Lurie. Why do I have players sitting in front of like Jeff Lurie? You're paying Jalen Hurts $200 million. These reporters need to be asking, they need to be challenging Jalen Hurts intellectually, not, started confusion. Are you mad that you don't have 25 attempts? Are you mad that this, like, Jalen's like, bro, what are you Jalen Hurts can't even sit down. Jalen Hurts can't even sit down, put his water down without these guys blurting out, interrupting each other, fighting to get the question out there. It's like, bro, we have to tighten up. The Philadelphia Eagles have to tighten up. Jeff Lurie, he has got to get that media room under control. Right now, he has allowed report writers to infiltrate that locker room, cause confusion, and then you wonder why A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts, best of friends. Best of friends. But we wonder why Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown are they're having a tiff right now. All I'm saying is Jeff Lurie, he has to take accountability. Davon Tyree, welcome to the live, bro. Appreciate you. He says, we will be just fine. Y'all remember when Slay was laughing at CJ and we thought that was an issue and they squashed it? AJ and Jalen will fix it. I agree. You know, I agree. We'll be fine. But it has to be discussed. You know, a lot of times when you're winning, you tend to sweep things under the rug. I don't like how it came out, but I'm glad that it came out how it did because it has to be addressed one way or the other. Amen. What's up, man? He says people overreacting just because AJ said the passing is not working and changing his Instagram profile pic to the Joker. By the way, I have a hot take. Eagles take a tight end in the first round. Amen said, man, I ain't thinking about what y'all talk about. Let's talk about the draft. I like that, man. Dirty South 273 says, if AJ didn't have an episode last year against the Giants, ignoring Nick trying to calm him down while winning convincingly, then I might believe it's about the team. But he's proven that he's about himself. All right. Now, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Here's why. Because now the Philadelphia Eagles paid A.J. Brown over $100 million. Devontae Smith went so far as to say, you know what, Howie, I'll take a pay cut to make sure my brother is here. Now, here's why I say I'm okay with A.J. saying what he's saying, because I am seeing what A.J. Brown is saying. A.J. Brown is saying the passing game is a problem. Just 2 weeks ago, I sat in front of you guys and said Jalen won't get the damn ball out of his hands. A.J. Brown sees it. I see it, right? If I see it as a fan, even before A.J. see it, and he plays wide receiver, he's in the huddle. A.J. Brown is in the doggone huddle with him, so I know he sees it, right? So I don't think it's A.J., and this is just me, and I respect your opinion, Dirty South. This is just me. I don't believe that this is a diva episode. I don't, because I see what A.J. Brown sees. You know, I do. So to me, like, AJ, like, he did the same before he got paid and after he got paid. Now, what would have scared me is if he didn't say anything. Why? Because he got paid. So the Eagles pay you $100+ million. AJ doesn't care either way. He just doesn't care. But that's not the case. He cares. So I paid you $100 million and you still care? You still care about us winning? You still care about the team? Nah, man. Jalen Hurts, man. Listen, Jalen just has to be better. And I think, I don't know why, you know, in Dirty South, I'm not talking about you specifically, but I've seen this and I've noticed it. Man, it's like, it's almost like you can't say anything bad about Jalen Hurts. You can touch my Brandon Graham, but don't you touch my Hurts. You can touch my AJ, but don't you say anything about my Jalen Hurts. I'll even let you talk about Devontae Smith just a little bit, but don't you dare talk about my Jalen Hurts. If Jalen Hurts was running this offense smoothly, it's times, bro, where Jalen Hurts is not even looking to one side of the field. It's White Eddie. White Eddie, White side. White Eddie. White Eddie, White side. He'll get the ball, left side of the field. Saquon Barkley, meanwhile, over here wide open. You got to fix that. I don't think that's A.J. Brown being a diva. I think that's him trying to hold Jalen Hurts accountable. Now, here is where I think A.J. Brown, and we'll talk about Brandon Graham as we switch gears. Here's where I think A.J. could have done better, right? The team is 11-2, right? So, yeah, you want Jalen Hurts to play better. You want to get the passing game going. But there's a way to do that without damaging the morale of the team. That's where I think A.J. Brown, he kind of messed up because, hey, man, we didn't pay you $100 million just to pay you $100 million just to catch footballs. I remember coming into this season, A.J. Brown, I remember, I forget what happened, but he was basically, that's what it was. A.J. Brown had reported to rookie minicamp. Rookie minicamp, not training camp, rookie minicamp, where only the rookies were supposed to report. But he came in being a leader, wanting to help the young guys, the Johnny Wilsons, the Anaya Smiths, guys like that at the wide receiver position, right? So to me, you're coming into this year, you got paid, right? But we need you to be a leader too. So to me, this is not, if Jalen Hurts is your best friend, call him. That's my only spill. That's my only thing with A.J. Brown. Call him. Pick up the phone. Why are you airing out our dirty laundry? Why? I don't know if you guys are married, right? But if you one day you get married, the one thing that like really grinds my gears, if this were to happen in my marriage, whatever's happened under, our household, my wife is going out and, telling the whole world and this and this. Whoa, that's in-house. Certain things belong in-house. Certain things belong in-house. That's all I'm saying, man. And so I think A.J. Brown could have did a better job. He absolutely could have did a better job. Jalen Hurts is the godfather of your kids, right? Maybe A.J. Brown, maybe he wanted to attack Kellen Moore, right? But if you're the wide receiver, can you really say, oh, it's Kellen Moore's fault? I don't know, man. But what I know is, nah, that's not it. How A.J. Brown handled it was incorrect. Amen says, I realize that we are lucky not to have a diva wide receivers. Imagine a diva in Philly that don't match like water and oil. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Dirty South says, keep the locker room in the locker room. This right here, what's the new celebration that we do? Hey, AJ, keep it down, bro. Keep that in-house, right? Keep that in-house. This is crazy, man. Dirty South says, I don't disagree that Hurts should get the ball out faster. My issue is AJ talking to the media about it. I think Smitty feels the same way as AJ, but we'll never know about it. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Devontae Smith, because him and I know when two people are agreeing. Even when I seen it, I'm like, okay, it's a Jalen Hurts thing. Because Jalen wasn't talking to neither one of them. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, they just like, you ain't trying to throw it, man. I'm open, I'm hitting the right. And you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, I don't know. But let's listen to, unfortunately, we got to look at the media, man. Now we're talking about Brandon Graham, right? Philadelphia Eagles, have voted Brandon Graham Walter Payton Man of the Year. And because of his actions, the whole world knows about our in-house drama. So let's take a look.
For other reasons. So for a team that won on Sunday, you certainly wouldn't know it by their post-game press conference. The Eagles offense struggled passing the ball with Jalen Hurts only registering 108 yards versus the Panthers. When asked how the offense can improve, wide receiver A.J. Brown said passing, which seemed to be a shot at Hurts. Here's Eagles defensive end Brandon Graham on that situation.
The person that's complaining need to be accountable. And I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he noticed. I don't know the whole story, but I know that one is trying. And I mean, 11 could be a little better with how he responds to things. And they was friends before this. It's like, man, but things have changed. And I understand that because life happens. But it's the business side that we have to make sure that we don't let the personal get in the way of the business. It's like a lot of stuff, most of the
See, my problem with that, BG, is you can't say we got to handle business. We got to keep the business, and then go out on Front Street and then put all our business out there, right? That's my thing with Brandon Graham is you're telling the whole world our business. It's not their business to know our business, right? So Brandon Graham, this is new. I think when you are under a lot of stress, right? Brandon Graham, he just got injured. He's trying to rehab to get back. The Eagles are trying to make a push to the Super Bowl. When you are under a lot of stress, man, I think you say certain things that you really are not intending to say. And I think, Brandon Graham, he apologized already, but I think this was something that, man, as a 15-year veteran, you can see right here the Philadelphia Eagles have named him the Walter Payton Man of the Year, or they submitted his name for the Walter Payton Man of the Year. I don't know, man. I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one, BG. I got to be honest. Davion says, we got to understand Smitty and AJ missed 3 games. Jalen got to figure it out. But when Smitty and AJ was out, Saquon was the focus point. That's a great point. That's a great point. And what I will say is this. That's where we have to put Kellen Moore in the picture, because Kellen can't get in rhythm. White man ain't got no rhythm, man. And I'm saying it's enough talent out there on this Eagles roster where if AJ is out, you still got Devontae, Jalen, and Saquon. If Saquon is out, you still got AJ, Jalen, and Devontae. If Dallas Goedert is out, you still got AJ, Saquon, and Jalen and Smith. Like, I understand that this has been kind of like this, musical chairs because of, injuries and things of that nature. But Kellen Moore, I mean, his play calling is so skittish. One week is great, the next week is not. And I guess that's the point that you're trying to make, Davion, is, the Eagles just had bad luck. I guess, we just haven't been consistent. What I'm saying is there's enough talent on this roster to be consistent. Like, Jalen Hurts hasn't been down. You've had Saquon, so, I get it. I get it. And that does play a factor. To me, when I looked at the Eagles offense against the Panthers, Jalen looked scared to throw at J.C. Horn. AJ's like, I'm A.J. Brown. I don't care who J.C. Horn is. Throw me the football. Which, as a competitor, I understand, especially if you know that your snaps are going to be limited, right? So, yeah, that's crazy. King Eagle, welcome to the live, my guy. Always showing love. He says, Uncle BG. Uncle BG shouldn't be talking when you don't know the whole story, too. It's facts. I'm surprised at Brandon Graham. That's not the BG I know. The BG I know is he's looking for solutions. He's looking for answers, right? And again, I go back to the media. This is Brandon Graham's last year. Now think about it. He's on this quote unquote farewell tour. And now he's on WIP every single week. Right? Why do you think he's there? Because the media is trying to bait and get him to get whatever insight they can get out of him, trying to make BG think like, oh, we want you because this is your last year. You really got stuff to. No, they want what is going on in their locker room, and Brandon Graham fell for it. His 15-year career, he's been making sacks, making plays. And I think he just gave up the biggest play of his career. The biggest play is the information and knowledge with your brothers in that locker room. I shouldn't know about it. You all shouldn't know about it. Shannon Sharp shouldn't know about it. Skip Bayless shouldn't know about it. That's something like Brandon Graham literally, he basically went out and said, hey, world, this is our playbook. These are the plays that we're going to be running. Next week against the Steelers, Jalen Hurts is going to come out and it's going to be a slant to A.J. Brown. To me, that one hurts. It hurts because BG knows better. It hurts because that's not the way. That's not the Eagle way. It's not. It's not. Give me a second, guys. I'm getting to these comments. Let me see. Dirty says, Dirty South says BG is tripping. LOL. He said he spoke on something before he spoke to either of them, and he ain't keep the locker room, and he didn't keep the locker room in the locker room. It's all good though. Dirty South also says the media will act like the sky's falling if we lose to the Steelers this week. Honestly, the Eagles are good. Really, really. Honestly, like we've already punched our ticket to the playoffs. This is something I'm not really worried about. I'm actually glad that it happened because it signals something greater, right? Like for me, the media, this is good for them, but the greater is, you know what? the Eagles are 11-2 and AJ Brown is complaining. Not complaining, but he's complaining. He's like, yo, we need to get better. That's what you want. That's what you want. This is precisely why I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fans, and neither are you guys. This is why we are Eagles fans right here. This situation right here. We're living it. It's literally alive. We're living this. It's because if this was Dallas, we would be talking about what we did in the past and the Super Bowls. The Eagles are like, bro, we're 11-2 and it's still not enough. It's still not enough, bro. Huh? I know some people are looking at our fan base like, bro, you cannot please the Eagles fans at all. But they don't understand, bro. We're cut different. We're not cut like everybody else. We're not cut like the Commanders. Oh, everybody's hyped for 3-4 games because we finally, won a couple of games this season. Right? And what the world doesn't understand is the Philadelphia Eagles. Good evening, Reborn Soul Vibes. I see you. What the world doesn't understand is the Eagles went 10-1 last year. So we know what man, y'all better talk to me tonight, bro. We know what a collapse looks like. So can we really blame AJ? Can we really blame him? He sat at home and watched the Philadelphia Eagles get bounced out the playoffs by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We know if there's any fan base in the National Football League that knows what a collapse looks like, it's the Philadelphia Eagles. So we're mad at the $100 million wide receiver that we paid because he's saying, yo, we got to get this passing game together, when that was precisely the very reason why the Philadelphia Eagles got bounced out the playoffs in the first round. No, I'm not mad at AJ. I'm mad how he did it, but I'm not mad at what he's saying. What he's saying is true, because what he's saying, I noticed it weeks ago when people said, oh, you just don't like Jalen Hurts. No, he needs to get the ball out. I can't sit here and say, oh, Jalen needs to get the ball out and then get mad at A.J. Brown saying that it's a passing game issue. This thing is not just on Jalen. It's not just on AJ. It's not just on Devontae. It's not just on Saquon. It's on everybody. Nick Sirianni, right? He has to be brought to the table because he initially was calling plays for this team and he dropped the ball. The Eagles had to go outside to bring in a better offensive coordinator, and now that offensive coordinator, to me, my opinion, he's not doing the best. Let's get to some of these comments, man. Chris, what's good, bro? He says, I don't like, my bad, 1 second. He says, I don't like how AJ didn't show up to the Tampa game, but made it obvious he was at a boxing event during the game. Can't get past that. I will say this. AJ Brown has to grow up. That's evident. He talked about, I don't know if you guys really follow his story, but he dealt with some depression. He had some things going on. He really did. And so he really needs to grow up. Right? He does. AJ Brown definitely needs to grow up. Reborn Souls says, I was saying that it looks like Jalen's scared of his abilities because AJ can go get that. He's AJ's always open Batman Brown. Absolutely. Listen, you guys saw the Panthers game. I saw the Panthers game. If you came out that game and you said to yourself, AJ Brown, he's crazy for the comments that he said about Jalen Hurts, I don't know what you're looking at. That's just me. Because what I saw, I'm like, hey, Jalen, what are you doing? But then again, it's like Kellen Moore. Can I really be mad at Jalen? Because Kellen Moore, he's running back to back like dumb plays. Here it is right here. I'm going to get to the comments. Let me see who we got. Jeremy Smith. Cox, he says Cox not there, keeping him in check. Could be true. Davion Tyree, I think we still got PTSD from last year. Could be true. Could be true for sure. Reborn says, I agree. If BG didn't know any better, why did he speak? Why did he speak? AJ too. Even if he felt this way, it's all the wording. I didn't take offense because we all felt that way. Come on. All right. I'm trying to preach. I'm trying to. Why?
That's how you play Eagle football.
I'm telling you, man. I just want to show you guys these plays really quick. Let me see here. I think I showed this earlier, but here's a play. No, not this one. Right here. Kellen Moore. Like, that. Kellen Moore, please come to the main office. This is why I'm saying everybody has to take accountability. Not just Jalen, not just AJ, not just Devontae, not just Nick Sirianni, not just Howie, not just Jeff Lurie. This is an organizational failure. Man, can y'all get the likes up? Come on now, 2 likes. Come on now. 9 people been in here for 1 hour. We got 2 likes. I don't really care about the likes. The likes just let me know that y'all understanding, that y'all here, that y'all vibing. You get it. I mean, if you think I only deserve 2 likes, that's cool. But I just want to, come on, man. Somebody talk to me. This is good content right here, man. You're not getting this. ESPN can't even give you this. Come on now. Here we go. I'm just joking, guys. Honestly, the likes just let me know that y'all are still here. Y'all vibing. Yeah. But here we go. All right. And I know sometimes like you can't like because you like you in it. Like I don't care to like it, dog. I'm right here. I'm tapped in with you. So I appreciate y'all, man. Now here we go. So because we got to do this together, man. We got to figure we're all going through this journey together as fans. We're doing it together, bro. Let me see. Here is Kellen Moore. And this is why I'm saying I don't get what Kellen Moore is doing, right? Direct run. Jalen Hurts. I don't get it. Think it was like a first or second down. All right? Direct run. That's $200 million. All right? Now, the play after, what do you do? Right? Direct run. What is this? What like, I'm sorry, I can't blame Jalen for that. I don't, this one, what is that? What is the vision? What's the vision? All right, direct run. Can somebody help me? Please, somebody in the chat. Direct run. Right? Now that's not the first time he did that. He does it a lot. Here's another one. All right? Here's it. I think it was it's Kenny Gainwell. I hate when we put Kenny Gainwell in the game, third down, like especially when you know that the defense is going to blitz because he can't block. Why do we do this to ourselves? He can't block. All right? So this is a second down, and then after this play is going to be a third down. Now watch the play call, right? Gainwell going fake handoff to the left. I don't know what Landon Dickerson is doing here. Like, turn your head, dude. Right? Nowhere to go. Sacked. Right? Right? Now, very next play, Saquon Barkley is in now. Where is he going? The same direction where Kenny Gainwell went. The defensive line already knows. So you're trying to attack the same side 2 times in a row? Look, they're all over it. Bro, what is that, man? Come on, Kellen. Come on, Kellen, baby. That's not it. Oh, my goodness, man. Snapback, what's good, man? We're just talking about, some in-house drama that we got going on right now. Mr. Bentley, welcome back, man. He says, man, bump what y'all talking about. I got the Eagles 45, Steelers 17. Bentley said, go Birds. He said, I ain't trying to hear nothing what y'all talking about. Go Birds. Hey, guys, guess what? You know what? I'm telling you, man, this is why I love being an Eagles fan. Like, we're doing, like some people say, man, y'all doing too much, man. Y'all 11-2. Relax. No, there is no relaxing in Philadelphia. When you relax, you go home, right? If you're a police officer, you relax in the street, you die. You can relax. You go ahead and relax. See, this is how I know that the Kansas City Chiefs are not going to do nothing this year. They're too relaxed. Patrick Mahomes is too relaxed. Throwing interception left to right. Oh, I don't care. I'm Patrick Mahomes. We're going to win. You're too relaxed. Davion said these RPOs are stupid. I mean, we have to switch it up. Shit. Have Saquon and Kenny both in the backfield confuse the defense a little bit. I agree. Reborn Soul said, and 2 tight end sets too. We see it from home. We like, what the freak? What is this, Kellen? I don't know, man. I don't know. Big Dog Reese, man. Shout out to you, man. First time I'm seeing you on the channel. He says, we will get it together. Nothing to worry about. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Like, for me, don't take my energy like I'm so concerned. I'm really not. The Eagles are 11-2. We can lose the rest of the way, right? I could really care less. We already punched our ticket into the playoffs. We just need to get this thing right because it was brotherhood that started this. It was brotherhood that got us to 11-2, and it's going to be brotherhood that's going to take us to the promised land, right? Like, I'm just saying, man, I don't know. J-Dog, man, welcome to the live. He said, bro, you are right. We need to address the passing game. I'm okay with being a run-first team, but we need to at least be a threat in the passing game. Yeah, bro. Like I said, I don't have a problem with what A.J. Brown said because it's facts. I said we all saw what A.J. Brown said 3 weeks ago. Like, where the heck is the passing game, right? But I know Jalen Hurts is like, but wait. Y'all said y'all want to win. Whether I'm passing for 400 yards. And see, this is why I think Jeff Lurie, he has to take accountability with the kind of culture that he has allowed the writers to kind of establish or create is because who cares? Now the writers got us thinking like, oh, we need to be caring if Jalen Hurts throws for 500 yards. Wait a minute. I don't really care about the Eagles winning. I really care about Jalen Hurts stat packing. I really want Jalen Hurts to be leading in the Pro Bowl votes. So this is why you have to think for yourself. And this is why social media, bro, is very dangerous. Because, like, you be thinking something and you don't even want to think it, but it's in front of you, so you have no choice but to. It's crazy, man. Big Dog Reese, he says the year the Chiefs won the Super Bowl in 2020, Hill had 5 touchdowns, 65 catches, 700 yards. He understood the mission. It's only one goal, and that's winning championships. Absolutely. I will say this. Me personally, I don't think A.J. Brown, his comments came from a, hey, I only had, bro, come on, guys. Come on. Let's put on our thinking caps. Let's really put on our thinking caps here. A.J. Brown just got 100 M's. He just got $100 million. He just changed his family's life forever. Do y'all really think he cares about having 700 yards? Now, I could see if he didn't get a bag. I could see if how, and this is where I say A.J. Brown, yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, come on, AJ. Now, Howie is like, bro, if I'm Howie, it's like, bro, I paid you. That's what Howie Roseman did right. Howie Roseman paid everybody. He satisfied everybody. So that's why I say AJ messed up, because if AJ Brown was smart, he would look at Dallas and say, you know what? Jerry Jones didn't pay CeeDee Lamb until like the damn near 10th game of the season. What does that say about his loyalty to me? And that's what I don't like, AJ Brown, right? Like, the Eagles have shown you so much loyalty, and you gonna do your friend like that? Wait a minute. You saying that's your brother, and you gonna do him like that? The Eagles gave you everything that you wanted. I'm saying be a leader, bro. You give me $100 million. I don't care if I have 100 yards for the season, and we're 11-2. If AJ is smart, bro, you just finesse the Eagles because you literally got $100 million and you did zero work. Zero work. I don't know, man. Big Reese, man, appreciate you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you guys, man, for getting the likes up, man. I just wanted to make sure y'all was breathing. If I need to do CPR or somebody, man, let me know, man. I just got to make sure y'all here. Oh man. Okay. I ain't know I could put 2 comments on the screen. Oh ho. I'm about to start cooking with clams. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, we cooking with clams now. Hold up. Oh man, I didn't know about this. Come on now. I got 2 comments on the screen. Yeah. Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. What's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on, fellas?
Mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, there's far too many of you dying. You know we've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Yeah. Father, we don't need to escalate. You see, war is not the answer. For only love can conquer hate. You know.
Yeah, man. I had to go ahead and play some vibes, man. Let's get to the next King Eagle. My man says, I get that, but the fact that AJ Brown is on his 3rd contract and still wants to prove why they pay him is also a great thing, because most receivers don't do that. Absolute, man. Let me get you a hand. I gotta get you a hand plate. I gotta get you a hand clap, man. Yeah, man. See, you're thinking right now, King Eagle. You're thinking. That's what I'm. See, I get it from AJ's perspective on both sides. I get it why he said about the passing game, but I also get it like people got to understand, bro. AJ Brown is a competitor. He wants to compete. If AJ Brown came in this year, got paid, and didn't say a bleep, then I would be looking at him crazy. Like, wait. Where's that same passion that you had before you got paid? The fact that AJ Brown has the same passion before he got paid and after he got paid disqualifies him from being a diva. Let me say that again. Because y'all not getting this kind of information on ESPN. Y'all not getting this content nowhere, bro. Like this, you're just not getting it, and I know it. You know, everybody else, they're doing their thing, they're doing great work, but they're just trying to get your likes, they're just trying to get your money, they're trying to get your views. We actually talking over here. Because AJ Brown never switched up. He never switched up before he got the money, and he never switched up after. He's the same AJ. Now, that's what I can say. You can say whatever you want about him. Say whatever you want about AJ Brown. He's the same before the money and after the money. Disqualified from being a diva. He can't be a diva. Now, if AJ acted one way before he got the money and he changed, right? When he got the money, then he would be a diva. Listen, you heard it right here on the 4031 show. AJ Brown cannot be a diva. He can't. It's impossible. Because divas operate based on attention and value. Oh, they paid me $100 million, so I'm good now. They let the world know. Howie Roseman told them that I'm worth $100 million, so I'm good. I don't need to complain. They know my value. AJ Brown's value system is not caught up in his contract. AJ Brown is a true competitor. He just said it the wrong way. And really, he said it because he knows that Jalen Hurts can take it. And he knows, I don't doubt that AJ Brown said, you know what? I know listen, I believe like this right here could set Jalen Hurts. Sometimes you can't be checked by somebody that you don't know. It got to be somebody in-house. Now, again, I don't like how AJ Brown did it, but I do feel like don't be surprised if Jalen Hurts goes off. Don't be surprised if he has a historic run and then watch it. Everybody who crucified AJ Brown, everybody who said, oh, then they're going to say, oh, he was so smart. He knows how to get to his brother. He knows how to, like, Jalen Hurts I've heard Jalen say that before. Jalen has said, yeah, man, AJ Brown, I know AJ's buttons and he knows my buttons. So was it the wrong medium? Probably so. Probably so. But I don't think AJ meant any harm or ill will. I think the competitor in AJ Brown took over him. That's all. That's all. Reborn says, all in the wording. If he had said passing game, would it have looked like he was pointing at Jalen? I don't think he was saying Jalen. I took it as the passing game. Yeah, I took it as Jalen. I took it as even he felt like he could get better. The wide receivers could get better. And I feel like he was talking about Kellen Moore as well. Right? Because Jalen can't call the play and run the play. All Jalen can do is run the play. Jalen is not in his own ear saying, hey, Jalen Hurts, run this play. No. Kellen Moore's a part of that. The passing game coordinator, whoever that is, are they not part of this? No, they're very much a part of this situation. For sure. Let me see. Reborn says, facts. I feel like the line has made so many holes in that line. He is screaming for the run game. He needs to cook up some more things in the pass game. Absolutely. J-Dog says, AJ has a right to be frustrated. I was watching the game frustrated too at Jalen's hesitations, lack of confidence in throwing the ball. AJ was open to lie. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but it ain't nothing worse than going to a restaurant that you really like some grub that you really like, and it says open. It literally says always open on the door. It's open. Got the light on and everything, and you get there, the door's locked. Come on, y'all. We can't live life like that. Right? Jalen has to, he gotta do better. Gotta do better. Big Dog says the problem wasn't what he said, it was how he said it, who he said it to, and when he said it. We all understand we need to be better, but it's ways to deal with the family business. That's the problem. You're 100% right. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. It wasn't what he said, it was how he said it. And BG, it's the same for him. It wasn't what he said. It was. I don't even think. It was. It was what he said. It was how he said it and who he said it to. Like, look at this. Like, I just want to show you guys. Look at these guys that they don't do a thing. All they do, they say the enemy. They say Satan. All he does is steal, kill, and destroy. Look at these dudes, man. 1 second. Look at
Little drama for other reasons. So for a team
Unhealed. What do you think the win? I'm not.
talk about something.
I understand that because life happens, but we gotta. It's the business side that we have to make sure that
Oh, my bad. I was muted. I apologize. But look at this, man. Look at this. Look at what Jeff Lurie has allowed in this franchise.
One is trying. And I mean, 11 could be a little better with how he responds to things. And they were friends before this. It's
Look at this mess.
like, man, but things have changed. And I understand that because life happens. But we gotta,
Look, he ain't even looking at BG. All he care about is the soundbite. He don't care about what BG talking about. Hey, are you guys getting this? BG's giving us something juicy. Are you guys getting this? Make sure you guys get this.
business side that we have to make sure that
Look, he talking about the business. He not even looking. Look at Howard Eskin. Look at his grin. Look at the grin on his face. These guys don't care about us, man. They not like us. They don't really care. They don't care about them players under that helmet. They don't care. It's always about what we can do for them. Always about what we can do for them. Look at this mess. Grinning.
we don't let the personal get in the way of the business. It's like a lot of stuff, most of the time, it's just a conversation that just need to be had.
Bro, you're talking. Look, he got his head down. One of the best players in Eagles franchise history. And you can't even pay him respect. You looking down at your phone. Hey, man, I just got some juicy BG. BG is giving it up. Pause. BG is telling us everything. They don't care. They don't care. And I'm telling you, that is on Jeff Lurie. That's on Jeff Lurie, man. You got these white guys, never play football. All they do is sit around and write. Sit on their butt and write and spread gossip. If I was the owner of the Philadelphia Eagles, right, this is what will happen with that media. Okay? My top players, right? They're going to tell me, give me some recommendations on some writers that they respect. I am not going to put a writer that doesn't respect a guy that I'm paying $200 million to. That is an organizational failure on Jeff Lurie. It's Jeff Lurie's fault. Unless the NFL just dictates who gets to sit, right, in these organizational meetings, that's one thing. No respect. No, they don't care. They don't care about us, man. That's what pisses me off, man, because it's a lot of, I'm going to be honest with you guys, man. I don't care. You guys can unsubscribe, whatever. I'm me. And listen, we're going to keep going up. When one person unsubscribe, 20, God send 20 more to subscribe. This is my channel, right? I'm saying, like, I don't even want to get to, like, politics of racism, man, but I'm just going to say it's a lot of that. It's a lot of that, especially with those writers. They can't write nothing positive to save their life. If I was a writer, and I hate writing, but if I was a writer, man, it would make me feel good that I had a positive impact on Jalen Hurts' ability to turn the season around with this great play. Hey, man, telling my grandson, I wrote this article and the Philadelphia Eagles quarterback read it, man, and he told me it inspired him. You got Jalen Hurts out here donating ACs to these low income schools, man. And then he got to come and deal with writers sowing negativity. Well, are you and AJ Brown? How are you and AJ Brown doing? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I don't know, man. Let's just listen to this real. Crazy. Oh, God.
The Commission, Uncle Paulie, P. Diddy, Caesar Leo, De Janeiro, Charlie Baltimore, Iceberg Slim, the most shady, Frankie Baby. We
Do
here.
you know what beef is? Do you know
ain't
what
going
beef
nowhere.
is? Ask yourself. Do you know what beef is?
Ha 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 ha. Check out this bizarre rapper style used by me. The B.I.G. I put my key, you put your key in. Money will be seeing. We'll reach the upper ceiling. Check it. My like old Ben Cop. This rap Alfred Hitchcock drop top notch. Player hating gon' stop. This instant. Rappers too persistent. Quick to spit. Biggie name on shit. Make my name taste like when you speak it. See me in the street, your jewelry, you can keep it. That be our little secret. See me, B that is, I that is, G Wiz. I'm still in my big. I hope they know I'm the gutter.
Yeah, guys. So we're gonna wrap it up around 10:30. 10:30, man. I really appreciate you guys. We've been on for about an hour, 20 minutes. I know you guys got to go to work tomorrow. I got to go to work tomorrow, man. But I just wanted to jump on today, man, and do it live and kind of just, talk to the family, man, and just really hash it out. Me personally, like I said, this is really not a big deal. The Philadelphia Eagles are 11-2. If we were 2-11, I can understand. But the Eagles are 11-2. We're headed to the playoffs. To me, this is a sign that this team is not getting too comfortable. This team is not getting too lax. Guys want to hold each other accountable. Guys want the best out of each other. And sometimes they're humans. They're humans, man. They say things the wrong way, just like we do. They say it to the wrong person, just like we do. They go on social media and talk about it when they really should have talked about it to each other, just like you and I. So honestly, I just have a different perspective. I think this is great. I love when we can truly experience this Eagles team together, you know what I mean, in real time. And, it's good to know, they got money, but they just like us. They live, breathe, eat, poop, pee, just like all of us, man. So they got problems. I'm sure you guys got problems, family issues. Same here. Everybody has this stuff, man. So, what makes us better is, how do we respond? How do we respond? How do we respond to what we're going through? I don't really care about what's happening right now. I care about how the Eagles respond to this, how we come together, how we play moving forward. Now, if this is something that they, basically prove moving forward that they can't figure out, then that's when I'm gonna be like, all right, this is getting ridiculous. But again, to me, this is a situation where this is an organizational, I'm not gonna say failure, but this is something that's been brewing over time. And I think, again, Jeffrey Lurie not holding the media accountable with some of the negative questions and the energies that they are writing about. These players, they write, they see what's going on. They're not stupid. They're not robots, right? So they hear what's going on. So Jeff Lurie not holding them accountable. Howie Roseman not holding Nick Sirianni accountable. In terms of, because he originally was play calling. If he was the play caller that we thought he should have been, I don't know if A.J. Brown is complaining about the passing game, right? Kellen Moore, I think he has to be pointed out in this, because I showed you guys earlier just some of these plays that he's running is absolute horrendous. Jalen Hurts, he has to do better with getting the football out of his hands. A.J. Brown, he has to do better with being a better leader. The Eagles paid him like a leader. They gave him $100 million. You got to figure out a way to handle that in-home, in-house stuff with your brothers. Brandon Graham, you are a veteran. You're 5 years away, from being 20 years in the league, right? So this is your 15th year. How you handled this situation wasn't really great per se, but I think the Eagles will bounce back. I think this is going to do one or two things. It's going to cause us to do this, or it's going to cause us to do this. That's all that's going to happen right now. One or two things. This, we're going to pull away from each other. It's going to get tough. We're going to get to the playoffs, and then we going to get bounced and go home because there's no camaraderie. Or we're going to do this. Or we're going to get tight and say, you know what, Jalen, I apologize for going on social media. I apologize for saying that. I should have called you, bro. I apologize. That's on me. BG, hey, man, AJ, Jalen, I apologize for even speaking on something that I didn't have the full awareness of. That's on me. I got to be a leader. I'm injured, and I'm causing, you know what I mean? Like, dude, how you get fired on your day off? Like, BG, you supposed to be rehabbing. Come on, bro. You ain't supposed to be causing confusion on your day off. You on your day off, right? Nick Sirianni, we need you to step up. Like I said, Nick Sirianni really can't say anything because he's not respected. And I hate to say it, but it's the truth. Nick Sirianni can't say anything because he's not respected, right? A.J. Brown is not going to listen to anything that Nick Sirianni says about the passing game because Nick Sirianni has been removed from the passing game. That's how that works, right? So Jalen Hurts, he has to step up. He has to be better with, you know, what he has going on in his passing and all of that. So this is something where, like I said, man, it's one or two things. One or two things, guys. So, man, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys, man. Shout out to Reborn Soul Vibes. Shout out to Big Dog Reese, Christopher Baker as always. Who else we got, man? Shout out to J-Dog. Shout out to King Eagle 1. Shout out to Davion Tyree. Who else we had in here tonight, man? Who else? We had Mr. Bentley. He pulled up. He said, go Birds. Snapback Jug was in here tonight. Who else? Jeremy Smith, as always, showing love. Dirty South 273. King Eagle. Always. Amen in the building. Who else we got? Shizzo Flex. First time seeing you, bro. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you guys so much for taking time and showing love, man. Thank you for the 2 people in here who remain loyal to the end. You guys are the real loyal ones, man. Let me give y'all a little hand clap. Right there, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys, man, for staying to the very end. I appreciate it. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers up next. It's going to be a big game, big matchup. The Battle of the PA State, man. I'm really excited about it. Probably drop a video later on this week or maybe do a live. These live streams are making me get lazy. I'm being quite honest because I typically put a video together, but now I can just kind of do my live stream, talk about what I need to talk about, and keep it moving. Yeah, man, thank you guys so much, man. Before we get out of here, we got to show love, pay homage to the Eagles fight song.
Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly, score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
Low Load up the Pro Tools and press 3. Studio filled with Jack in the Box and Pepsis. Niggas watching World Star videos, not the SBs. Laughing at B-Pump or stomach turning. I get up and proceeded to write some. Absol in the corner, mumbling raps, fumbling packs of Blackie Mouse, crumbling Kush till he cracked a smile. His words legendary, wishing I could rhyme like him. Studied this style to define my pen. That was back when the only goal was to get J-Rock through the door. Warner Brother Records, hope Naeem Ali would let us know. Was excited just to go to them label meetings. Wasn't my record deal, but still I couldn't believe it. Me and Rock inside the booth hibernating. It was simple math. If he made it, that mean I made it. Everything I had was for the team. I remained patient, grinding with my brothers. It was us against them, no one above us. Bless our hearts.
Use your heart and not your eyes. Just relax your mind. If you got time, then I got time. Free your thoughts and watch them fly. Use your heart and not your eyes.
My nigga Dave had a champagne Acura, a bunch of instrumentals I freestyled in the passenger. That nigga wore several hats, a producer, a manager, director, and DJ. A hi-hat, squabbling bloods, pyrus, and keyways. For this little thing of ours we call TDE, I watch him take some penitentiary chances to say the least. Remember in the county building with mixed bodily, we tried to freak the system just to make a couple ends meet. That's my nigga for shit show. He brought Q over, but Q didn't rap, but he learned from our inspo. We split Louisiana chicken riverboat special, sleeping next to O2 our consoles to be our refuge. He was homeless and I left home. Q said, Dot, you won't be slept on, you the nigga to bet on. Top had given us the million and the home he lived in, hoping that we see some millions. God bless our hearts.
Use your heart and not your eyes. Baby, just relax your mind. If you got time, then I got time. Free your thoughts and watch them fly. Use your heart and not your eyes.
Punch play Phil Jackson in my early practices. Strategies on how to be great amongst the averages. I picked his brain on what was ordained. Highly collaborative. Rep pushed the label the same amongst the savages. Moose kept my name in the function that he was running. Keys kept the vultures away from me that was coming. Soundwave let me borrow his clothes for shows as a hype man. Then cook up in his room till the night ends. Time flies. I'm carrying debates of a top 5. Burying my ops and allies. But I done a half job communicating feelings of being stagnant. Life was getting bigger than just rapping. The business what I was lacking. Top used to record me back when it was poor me, and now we at the round table for what assures me. I guess my motivation was the yearning for independence. Poured everything I had left in the family business. Now it's about Kendrick. I wanna evolve, place my skill set as a black exec. I jog my memory knowing Black Hippie didn't work cause of me. Creatively I moved on with new concepts in reach. Top remember Harlem sessions, we would strategize, then hit the streets, then come back, record 3 records. To tell the truth, it fucked me up when D-Man passed. The motive was the condolences, but the pride crashed. I had to bypass old mythologies I had. Put my heart on display like it was an iMac. To how my young niggas let me be the demonstration. How to conduct differences with a healthy conversation. If that's your family, then handle it as such. Don't let the socials gas you up, but let emotions be your crush. Pick up the phone and bust it up before the history is lost. Hand to hand shake is good when you have a heart to heart.
Use your heart and not your eyes. Baby, just relax your mind. If you got time, then I got time.